Industry at its wildest. Crushers devour an Audi A6. The Morbark 30 RXL slices logs for lumber giants. A Geo Metro 94 gets scrapped. The salt yields under pressure, and shredders handle what's left. This is industrial chaos at global scale. Cat 320C weighs around 20 tons, with a digging force exceeding 140 kilonewtons. Against that, the 2003 Ford Crown Victoria P71, once known for its durability as a police interceptor, doesn't stand a chance. This clash isn't a fair fight. It's a demonstration of sheer industrial power against automotive history.
What? I gotta buy it. What? Because we gotta transport it somehow.
The Audi A6 is dismantled not just for disposal, but to recover valuable resources. Aluminum panels, high-strength steel, and copper wiring all re-enter production. Modern recycling achieves nearly 85 to 90% recovery rates, proving that even luxury cars become raw materials for tomorrow's vehicles. The Morbark 30 RXL is basically a wood-eating T-Rex from 2009 with 1,050 diesel horses strapped inside. Logs enter politely, but leave shredded like salad toppings. Credit to the operator. Feeding this hungry beast without a hiccup deserves applause louder than the machine's own roar. It's oddly satisfying to see the CB1200 shred a Geo Metro into confetti. But beyond the fun, it proves this machine can handle anything. Would you call this destruction or creative recycling? Imagine those scraps reborn as new farm tools or construction steel. It's the circle of industry in action. Final basalt aggregate is stockpiled, ready for roads, rail beds, or concrete. What started as rough volcanic rock now supports modern infrastructure. Recycling nature's hardest stone feels satisfying because every load reduces waste and builds something new. Where would you want to see this basalt used next? Every car through Bravo B16H tells a story. Miles driven, families carried, time passed. Crushing them isn't destruction, it's transformation. Steel reborn means energy saved, waste reduced. Machines like this remind us, endings, when embraced, are just beginnings in disguise. Watching the sea ice 7,000 bite through a dozer blade is like seeing a hot knife through frozen butter. The bulldozer spends years moving dirt, only to meet jaws that turn it into scrap salad. Recycling never looked this savage, or this oddly hilarious industrial karma served cold. Giants meeting their fate. Loratec's LTX-1500 shears through beams like paper, its hydraulic jaws snapping with tension. Manufactured in Portugal in 2009, now with 2,000 hours, this machine stands like a predator, turning industrial past into fragments under relentless pressure. Before shredding, gas cylinders must be fully emptied and depressurized to avoid explosions. Once safe, the steel shells become valuable scrap metal. Recycling them saves tons of iron ore and reduces industrial emissions compared to producing new steel. Under gray skies, the camera tracks every crushing bite as steel groans and dust explodes. 100 years erased in 15 minutes feels like a war scene. Industrial muscle rewriting the skyline with brutal, relentless choreography. The CM primary shredder runs massive torque, slicing whole tires into 50mm shreds. Next, magnetic separators pull clean steel for resale. Granulators reduce rubber to 4mm particles, and the dual drive mill finishes at 10 to 80 mesh. 4 stages deliver energy-rich TDF cleaner than coal. Two Predator 6.0 HS balers run side by side, each powered by over 600 horsepower hydraulic engines, delivering more than 1,200 Knm of torque. With synchronized feed systems, they process nearly 700 tons of scrap daily. Precision and brute force engineered in Germany for non-stop performance. Watching the B7 crush old beams and pipes recalls construction sites from decades past. What once required weeks of labor now happens in minutes. The transition from sledgehammers to precision crushers mirrors how technology quietly reshaped the rhythm of human effort. The camera lingers as the ball meets the spinning jaws, tension building like a thriller soundtrack. Each crack echoes like bones breaking, the vacoplan swallowing stubborn resin cores. What feels unstoppable in sports meets an even greater unstoppable force in machinery. Python's screw shafts can kick back splinters when feeding wood. Safety shields, gloves, and training aren't optional here. Machines this powerful cut costs and waste, but respect and gear keep workers safe while the shredder keeps recycling. Veterans know the Moros 630T keeps yards moving. That semi-auto feed prevents jams. The 400 kilowatt motor rarely overheats, and the Spanish build quality means fewer breakdowns. Lesson: treat machines with respect, and they'll treat crews with safety. The Genox 5 1000 packs a 90 kilowatt motor with 8,000 Newton meters torque, shredding GPPS sheets with steady precision. Its dual shaft design ensures continuous feed, minimal jams, and industrial reliability that stands out in large-scale recycling worldwide. A tire's journey doesn't end on the road. With Colombian engineering, destruction becomes rebirth. The breaker reminds that endings aren't loss, but transformation into something useful waiting for its next path. There's something oddly satisfying about branches disappearing into those steel rollers. In seconds, messy piles turn into clean mulch. It feels like power washing a driveway, watching chaos become order, only this time with 90 kilowatt horsepower behind it. steel drums collapse instantly. 90-kilowatt twin-shaft shredder proving recycling power exceeds imagination every time. First time seeing it, the jaw drops. 2 electric motors, torque so strong the mold snaps like chalk. You expect sparks, chaos, maybe danger, but instead it's controlled, smooth, and jaw-droppingly powerful. The Red Rhino vibrating screener weighs only 2,400 kilograms, yet its oversized hopper and load-dependent feed make it fit for serious industrial use. Compact, efficient, and British-engineered, it proves small machines can exceed expectations without sacrificing quality.
Een beetje Lindeman principe dat die herdeksel. Even die hoek goed opwassen.
Under the slow roar of twin engines, the Moros HP 1000T clamps down on scrap like jaws of a mechanical beast. Sparks fly, steel twists, and each cut feels like a scene ripped straight from an industrial thriller where raw power and precision collide in a breathtaking showdown. Back in the day, waste wood meant bonfires and smoke. Now, machines like VecoPlan handle it with precision, turning bulky molds into neat chips ready for recycling. It's a quiet reminder of how technology transforms habits, from polluting fires to clean, torque-driven solutions. Every crushed can is proof that even the smallest things hold value when recycled. The shredder's force is a metaphor for life. Pressure can either destroy or reshape us. And here, it turns scrap into raw potential again. The first time those concrete chunks hit the SBR4 mesh, it's jaw-dropping. Such blocks that once weighed tons now drop clean through a 63mm screen like nothing. With the Liebherr 541 feeding at full pace, the scale of efficiency feels unreal. Watching this shredder eat books is like seeing a hungry college student tear into a midnight pizza. Unstoppable, messy, but oddly satisfying. Who knew recycling could look like a binge session? Just remember, goggles and gloves, not napkins. Who knew German engineering could double as the ultimate tire diet coach? Ecamax X800 devours oversized tractor rubber like popcorn, leaving nothing but lean scraps. If junk tires joined a fitness program, this shredder runs the gym. There's something oddly satisfying about watching dual shear M180 chew through steel frames. Two synchronized shafts bite down, and suddenly stubborn half-inch metal flows like paper. Recycling never looked this fun, like watching giant scissors dance with sparks. The Hamel Vive B450DK, engineered in South Korea by Paratus Equipment, delivers 320 horsepower with a hydraulic torque exceeding 18,000 Newton-meters. Its twin-shaft design cuts aluminum profiles seamlessly, maintaining throughput while reducing stress. Bono's single-shaft shredder from Italy harnesses a 90-kilowatt motor producing nearly 14,000 Newton-meters torque. Its rotor teeth slice mixed wood waste into uniform chips. Precision hydraulics maintain throughput while reducing stress on bearings. Efficiency matched with industrial durability. Behind the chaos is pure engineering brilliance. If you enjoy the perfect mix of torque, hydraulics, and destruction, hit like, subscribe, and the bell. And tell us, what material should we test these precision beasts on next?